Hey guys, here is a 30-minute class, and this class is all focused about our glutes and building glute and leg strength. It's part of the handstand boot camp thing that I'm doing because something that I feel like a lot of people don't think about when it comes to handstands, because you obviously think about your shoulders and your core, but you don't think about your glutes and your legs. However, they're so important. They help you kick up, obviously, and you need a lot of leg strength to lift up when you're working on your press. And also strengthening your glutes and your quads, so quads and glutes, did that in reverse, helps you bring so much more awareness to those areas and little just details, I guess, because I can't think of the right word, to those muscles and awareness to those muscles that allows you to have so much more control in your handstands. Okay, so that's why I decided to do this little 30-minute class. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, and also if you are not working on handstands and you just want a good glute workout, you have landed in the right place. It's going to be overall just a super good quick class. And so like all my 30-minute classes, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to take a second to ground, get started, and there won't be a lot of time at the end to take Shavasana or really cool down. So make sure you take time at the end if you want to take Shavasana, if this is your practice for the day, and to soak up all the benefits of your practice. But if you want to keep on practicing afterwards, go for it, do it, totally encourage it, okay? But let's go ahead and come into a nice seated, comfortable position and close your eyes. And just begin to let your day go. Forget about your to-do list. And bring your attention here onto your mat, into your body, into your breath. Not doing any specific pranayama today. Just begin to mindfully inhale and exhale. And let that be your pranayama. Just focusing purely on your breath. I'm going to go ahead and inhale, lift your hands all the way up towards the sky. Keeping your eyes closed, and as you exhale, pull your hands onto your heart. Taking a second to set an intention here for your class. Think of a mantra to help you move and flow. Or maybe you think about whatever brought you here onto your mat today, and just keep that in mind throughout class. And then go ahead and inhale, sweep your hands up towards the sky. As you exhale, pull your hands down to your heart space, sealing in your intention, sealing in your mantra. And then keeping your eyes closed, or maybe you open them, go ahead and rock forward into a nice neutral tabletop position here, putting your hands down on the mat directly underneath your shoulders, elbows, shoulders and wrists stacking, knees stacking directly underneath your hips. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And we're going to take our right leg and extend it back behind us. Toes are up off the mat. Our leg is hovering. Take a breath in as you exhale. Begin to take pulses here. Baby small pulses with that right leg. Isolating that glute and that calf here. Not your calf, your glute and your quad. So not really using your foot here to lift up and down, but using that glute for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale, lift your foot, let your foot drift all the way down to the mat, touch it, and then lift it back up as you exhale. Lower, lift. Doing these big pulses this time. Taking those toes to the mat before you lift it all the way back up. And we're going to do these again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your right leg up, bend your right knee, and then take these pulses with your right foot taking it up towards the sky here. Again, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then go ahead, take your leg out and over towards 3 o'clock, keeping your knee bent. So your right leg is coming out to a 90-degree angle here with the mat. And take a breath in, and as you exhale, lower your right knee so it hovers directly above the mat. And then inhale, lift. Fire hydrants. Exhale, lower. Lift it up, lower it down. We're doing these lifts and lowers here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Doing as many as you can here in this 10-second interval or countdown. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring that right knee down to the mat. And then let's go ahead and pick up that left leg. Extend that left leg back behind us, going straight to the other side. Lift your left leg up off the mat and begin to pulse here. Again, small pulses, isolating that quad and that glute. Hugging your belly button up and in as you do this for 10, 9, 8, 7. Again, as many pulses as you can as I count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, lower those toes all the way down to the mat, and then inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lower. Big pulses here, lifting and lowering. Toes resting on the mat before you bring them all the way back up towards the sky. And go ahead and do these for, again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bend that left knee and take those pulses, driving your heel up towards the sky here. Isolating that quad and the glute again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring that left leg out to 90 degree. Fire hydrants. Lower that left knee down towards the mat and inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that left knee down to the mat. And then go ahead, walk your hands and palms with distance forward on your mat. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Downward facing dog. Go ahead, walk your knees out here, bending one leg and then the other. Maybe you sway your hips side to side. Your choice. And as you're ready, settle into stillness. And then go ahead and inhale all the way up onto your tippy toes as you exhale, tiptoe or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, standing hands coming to touch. As you exhale, pull your hands down to your heart. And then inhale, hands go high. As you exhale, drop your hips down towards the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose here. Doing a modified sun salutation. It's going to be chair pose with low lunges. Okay? So take a breath as you exhale, fold forward. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, step your right leg long, back behind you. Right knee stays lifted. Left knee is stacked directly above your left ankle. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Hug your belly button up and in. Take a breath, and as you exhale, step back, high plank. Vinyasa through, knees up or knees down. Your choice. Meet me in downward facing dog. And then inhale, right leg goes up. And as you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose. Plant that right foot down the mat. Low runner's lunge. Right hip pulling back, left hip pulling forward. Hug your belly button up and in. Hold here, taking in, inhale in. And as you exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all up, standing hands coming to touch. As you exhale, lower your hips down towards the mat. Utkatasana, chair pose. Hugging your belly button up and in here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat. Step your left leg long back behind you. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward. Scissor those thighs of yours together. Take a big breath, and as you exhale, step back, high plank. Chaturanga through. Take your Vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good, and then inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, pull your left knee in towards your nose, plant your left foot down the mat. Low runner's lunge. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Hugging your belly button up and in here. Take a big breath as you exhale, step your right foot up to meet your left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. And then inhale, reverse one, dive all the way up to standing hands coming to touch. As you exhale, drop your hips low, Utkatasana, chair pose. Good, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. As you exhale, fold forward, put your hands to the mat, step your right leg long back behind you. Single breath in here. Taking that inhale, and as you exhale, step back, high plank. Make your way through your Vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Adding on, modify here. Inhale, reach your right leg up as you exhale, stack your hips here, bend your right knee. Taking circles at your right ankle, open hip, three-legged dog. Pressing your right armpit and right shoulder down towards the mat. Inhale, straighten out your right leg as you exhale, pull your right knee towards your right elbow. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Keep your left knee lifted, back toes tucked. Coming into a strengthening lizard pose, opening up your hip here. Option to fall out onto the pinky toe edge of your right foot if you wish, to open up that hip a little bit more. Good. If you took that hip opening, the deeper hip opening variation, plant your right foot back down the mat. We'll all take a big breath, and as you exhale, step your left foot up to the top of your mat. Malasana, low yogi squat. So we're going to work on a little bit of hip mobility too today in class, in the short little class. I'll post a full hip stretching, hip mobility class, but right now it's just short and sweet. A little bit sprinkled in. Take a breath as you exhale, plant your hands to the mat, wiggle, walk your feet into midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up to standing hands coming to touch. As you exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, hands go high, hips go low. Utkatasana, chair pose. I didn't forget it. Hugging your belly button up and pinky swirling inwards to face each other. Sink your hips low as you can go. This is the last round. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold forward. Take a breath in as you exhale. Step your left leg long back behind you. Low runner's lunge. 1 breath in. Exhale. Step back. High plank. Make your way through your vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. And then inhale. Lift your left leg up. And as you exhale, stack your hips. Bend your left knee. Taking circles at your left ankle here. Pressing left shoulder down as you lift your left knee up towards the sky. And then go to inhale, straighten out your left leg. Exhale, pull your left knee in towards your left elbow. Plant that left foot on the outside of your left hand. Keep your right toes tucked, right knee lifted. Lizard pose. And again, option here to pull out onto the left pinky toe edge of your foot here. Now, why are we doing hip mobility and hip openness when it comes to handstands? Well, because if you're puppy pressing up, if you're kicking up, if you're hopping up, you need a degree of openness in your hips and hip mobility, especially when it comes to doing all those different fun leg variations, or if you're wiggling your legs around in the air trying to get your balance, okay? So go ahead, seal your left foot back down on the mat if you took that deeper variation. Take a breath in as you exhale, step your right foot forward to the top of your mat. Balasana, low yogi squat. And engage your quads and engage your glutes here. So press your feet into the mat, engage and lift your head up closer towards the sky. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, lift your bottom up towards the sky, wiggle, walk your feet into midline. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, fold forward, plant your hands on the mat, step or float back, optional vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. I encourage you to take that float up towards the sky and back here, since we are working on handstands. And if you have a float like I did, it's not super controlled, that's okay. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the sky. Take a breath in. As you exhale, stack your hips, bend your right knee. Stay here or flip your dog if you wish. Your choice, or stay here with me. If you flipped, we are flipped for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten out your right leg. As you exhale, pull your right knee in towards your nose, plant your right foot down on the mat, and inhale, hands go high. High lunge here. Pull your right hip back. Left hip comes forward. Trying to bring this right leg perfectly parallel with the mat, left leg perfectly straight. Take a breath as you exhale, lower your left knee down towards the mat so it hovers, and inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. Bend it. Lengthen. Bend it. Lengthen. Bend. 2 more. Lengthen. Bend it. Lengthen. Bend it. And then inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, use your left arm to pull you up and open. Goddess pose to the long edge of your mat. Toes point out towards the left front corner and right front corner of your mat, or the long edge of your mat, so left top corner and right top corner of the long edge of your mat. Heels are pointed inwards. Hands coming to rest at your heart. Good. And begin to take pulses here in your legs, here in your goddess, for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5-pointed start. As you exhale, bend into your left knee here. Plant your hands down on the mat, come into Skandasana. So your left foot is still pointing out and over towards the corner of your mat here, the left top corner. Your hands are resting on the mat. If your left heel is glued down, then keep your right toes pointing up towards the sky. Right heel rests on the mat. But if this left heel is not on the mat, come up so that way your right foot is sealed down on the mat completely to protect your knees here. Hands can go wherever you wish. Good. And we're resting here for 3, 2, 1. Plant your hands down the mat. Straighten out your left leg. Bend into your right knee. Skandasana towards the front of your mat here. So double Skandasana. Right toes are now pointing out towards the right top corner of your mat here. And again, just like on the left side, if this right heel is not pointed down, come up into the modified variation, the crab variation. One variation is not better than the other, okay? So don't feel like one is less. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Plant your hands down, extend out your right leg, rebend into your left knee, Skandasana. One more time towards the back of the mat. This is not the last time I'll do it today, trust me. And we're here for 3, 2, 1. Plant your hands down, straighten out your right leg, pivot around so both hands are now framing your right foot, and inhale, lift your left leg up off the mat. Warrior 3, lifting your hands up off the earth. Good. Hugging your belly button up and in here. And then go ahead, plant your hands back down into the mat. Lift your left foot up, taking a breath as you exhale, bring your left foot down so your left toes touch your left wrist, and inhale, lift up, toe taps. Exhale, lower. Lift it, lower down. Lift up, lower down. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Lift it up, lower, down. Lift it up, lower, down. 2 more. Lift, lower, lift, lower. And then inhale, lift your left leg up as you exhale. Swing your left leg out towards 9 o'clock. Taking a breath as you exhale, lower your left foot down towards the mat so it hovers. And then inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower in line with your right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Lift up, lower, down. Lift up, lower, down. 3 more. Lifting, lowering. Lift up, lower, down. Lift, lower. Lift, last one. Lower, and then lift up. As you exhale, lower your left foot down towards the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway, lift, lengthen. As you exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat. Step or float back. Your choice. Meet me in downward facing dog. Optional Vinyasa along the way. Good. And then inhale, lift your left leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your left knee here, stacking your hips one on top of the other. Hugging your belly button up and in. Stay here or flip your dog if you wish. Driving your right heel down to the mat if you're staying. And we're flipped for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, straighten out your left leg, taking a big breath. And as you exhale, pull your left knee towards your nose, plant that left foot down the mat. And inhale, hands go high. High lunge. Good. Back thigh is again parallel. Back leg is perfectly straight. Let's reach our hands up. Go ahead, take a breath. As you exhale, lower your right knee down to hover. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend it. Lengthen, bend. Lengthen, bend. Lengthen, bend. You got this. Lengthen it out. Bend your knee. Lengthen it out. Bend your knee. Lengthen, bend. Lengthen, bend. 3 more. Lengthen, bend. Lengthen, bend. Lengthen it. Bend it, and then re-lengthen it, taking a big breath as you exhale, open up. Goddess pose towards the long edge of your mat. And I'll turn around to face you guys. And once again, begin to take those pulses here. For 10, 9, 8, you got this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Settle in, and then inhale up to a star pose. And as you exhale, bend into your back leg, your right leg here. Skandasana towards the back of your mat. All 5 of your right toes point out towards the right top corner of your mat. And left toes are pointed out towards the sky, or that left foot is sealed down on the mat. Same exact cues as last time. Nothing changes here. Hands can rest on the mat, or they can rest down on the earth, your choice. No, this is like the 4th Skandasana of class. You got this. Take a breath in as you exhale, plant your hands down. Rebend into that left knee. Skandasana towards the front of your mat here. Finding your variation, using this as an opportunity to towel off, take a sip of water if you want it, your choice. And we're going to take a breath in as you exhale, put your hands down, Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Triple Skandasana here, working on that hip mobility, but also a tremendous amount of leg strength here. Leg strength. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, plant your hands down the mat, crab crawl all the way around to the front of your mat. Low runner's lunge there, and then lift your right leg up off the mat. Lift your hands up off the earth. Warrior 3 here. Keeping your right hip square down towards the mat if you can. All 5 toes point down towards the mat. Breathing. Then go ahead and take your hands down to the earth. Take a breath in as you exhale, toe tap. Right foot comes down towards your right wrist, and inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Lift, tap, lift, lower. Lift it up, lower it. Lift, lower. Using your glute and quad for control. Lift, lower. 3 more. Lift it up, lower it down. Lift up, lower. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. And then inhale, lift up. And as you exhale, swing that right leg out towards 3 o'clock here. Taking a big breath. And as you exhale, lower your right foot down towards the mat so it hovers. Lift, lower. Inhale up, exhale down. Lift it, lower it. Lifting, lowering. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Lift it up, lower it down. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 3 more. Lift up, lower down. Lift up, lower down. Lift, lower, lift up, lower down. Forward fold. And then inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, plant your hands down the mat, step or float back. Optional Vinyasa. Meet me in downward facing dog. Good. I'm going to flip back around to the top of my mat now because we're going to add on. So inhale, lift your right leg up. As you exhale, stack your hips, bend your right knee. Stay here or flipped. If you're flipped, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, straighten out your right leg, taking breath as you exhale, pull your right knee towards your nose, plant your right foot down the mat, and inhale, hands go high. High lunge. Good. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward, pinky swirl inwards. Take a breath as you exhale, straighten out your right leg, and then inhale, rebend. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bend. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. Bend. 5 more. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. Bend. 3 left. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen out. Bend it. 2 more. Lengthen out. Bend it. Last one. Lengthen out. Bend. And then take a big breath as you exhale. Open up. Goddess pose. You know what's coming. So pulse or rest here. It's your choice. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, 5-pointed star. And as you exhale, sink down into your left knee. Skandasana. Listen carefully. Take a breath in as you exhale. Lengthen your left leg. Skandasana towards the front of your mat. Bend into your right knee. Take a breath in as you exhale. Skandasana towards the back of your mat. Good. Drive into your feet. Take a breath in. Exhale. Rise up. Skandasana. 3 more of these to each side. So inhale. Rise up to the back of your mat. Here you go. Take a breath in as you exhale. Rise up to the front of your mat. 2 more. Come up. Lower. Down towards the left. Come up. Lower. Down towards the right. Come up. Lower. Down towards the left. Last one. Up. Over. Down towards the right. Then take a breath in as you exhale. Put your hands down the mat. Crab crawl around towards the front of your mat. Here, hands are framing your right foot. Inhale, lift up your left leg, and as you exhale, lift your hands above the mat. Warrior 3. Stay here in stillness, recollect yourself, or maybe you begin to take pulses with your right leg. Going up and down. For 10, you guessed it, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend your left knee, lift your left knee up towards the sky, standing high knee here. And then go ahead, extend your right leg out, and begin to take pulses. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left leg down towards the mat and then reach your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Hands plant on the earth. Standing splits. Stay here. Recollect yourself. Or maybe you pull your left knee in towards your nose, begin to bend your right knee here and kick your left leg out in front of you, coming in to your toe stand with a pistol squat. So it's a pistol squat, not a toe stand. But we do kind of have a toe stand going on with the one leg, but we're in our pistol squat. Hands can hover up off the mat if you wish. Left leg is kicked out in front of you for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your hands down, reach your left leg all the way towards the sky if you're in pistol squat. Taking one more breath in wherever we are. Exhale, fold for the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, bow forward, plant your hands on the mat. Step or float back. Optional vinyasa. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Good. And then inhale, reach your left leg all the way up towards the sky. Stack your hips here. Bend your left knee. Taking a big breath in. Flipping your dog if you wish. For 3, 2, 1. Let's all inhale. Straighten out your left leg. Exhale, pull your left knee in toward your nose. Plant that left foot down the mat. And inhale. Rise up. And yeah, I flipped around again. So cool, right? Not really. Take a breath in as you exhale. Straighten out your left leg. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, bend. Lengthen. Bend. Hands doing whatever you want. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. Bend it. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. Bend. For 5. Bend. 4. Lengthen. Bend. 3. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. 2. Bend. 1. Bend. And then take a big breath in, and as you exhale, open up. Goddess pose. You know what's coming. You got this. Last goddess pose. Last round of pulses here. Not much time left in class. So let's work for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up, 5-pointing start. Take a breath in as you exhale. Bend into your right knee. Take it back to the back of your mat. Good. Take a breath in as you exhale. Plant your hands down. Or maybe you just shift up without your hands to the top of your mat. Skandasana. Take an inhale as you exhale. Lift up and lower to the back of your mat. Inhale and exhale. Lengthen. Drift down to your left knee. Skandasana towards the front. Lift up. Lower to the back. Skandasana. Lift up. Lower to the left, to the top. 3 more. Each side. You got this. Take it to the right. Lift up. Take it to the left. Lift up. Take it to the right. Hands resting wherever you want. Lift up. Take it to the left. Last round. Lift up. Take it to the right. Lift up. Take it to the left. Pause here for a breath, and then go ahead, plant your hands down the mat, crab crawl around to the front of your mat here. And then go ahead, lift your right leg up, and begin to take pulses with your right leg if you want in your warrior 3. Or maybe you rest. Pulsing here for 8, why not? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pull your right knee up and in towards your nose and extend it out in front of you. Standing behind me, and then extend that right leg out. And again, begin to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I know my leg's not perfectly straight. That's okay. Tight hamstrings. Clap 2, 1. Take a breath in as you exhale. Lower your right foot down towards the mat. Extend it all the way up towards the sky. Standing splits. One or both hands comes to your ankle to play with balance. Stay here, or bend your right knee in towards your nose. Begin to bend into your left knee and kick your right leg out in front of you. Pistol squat. One or both hands comes to rest on the mat, or maybe you lift up. And I apologize for the loud clanking noises you might have heard, or maybe you didn't. I know I heard them. It is moving out season here in the Blacksburg, so I guess my upstairs neighbor is moving out or moving in. Take a breath in. As you exhale, slowly come back to your standing splits if you're in pistol squat. We'll take one more big breath in. As we exhale, lower your both feet down towards the mat. And then go ahead and inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Planting your hands on the mat, rise up onto your tippy toes, lift your heels up off the mat. Wiggle, walk your big toes in together so they're touching. Glue your thighs together, take a breath in as you exhale. Slowly lower your knees all the way down to that mat. Double toe stand here. Okay, hands can rest on the mat or they can lift up here. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands out in front of you. Drift your bottom back down to the mat. Good. And then from here, let's take our legs out in front of us. Okay? And we're going to do a seated drill here that engages your quads and works your quads. So I'll demo it first. You can join along right now if you're more of a monkey see, monkey do type of learner. So you gotta see it, hear it, and do it all at the same time. Or if you're more of someone who wants to watch and listen to the cues and then start up, you're more than welcome to. If you want to take a break and get some water, go for it. But we're gonna start with our right leg. And we're gonna inhale, lift up our right leg like a little bit, you know. Normally you do this with a block, but I don't have blocks and I forgot to grab books. So what we're gonna do is lift up maybe a foot between 6, let's say between 6 and 8 inches, okay? We'll inhale, lift our right leg up, and as you exhale, top it out towards the right. Inhale, lift it up, and bring it back towards midline. Lift it, exhale it down. Lift it to midline. Lift it up, lower. Lift it up, push to the midline. Lift up and over like you're going over a block or something or books. Lowering, join in whenever you want. We're gonna do 10 more of these. Going nice and slow with control to really make that quad burn here. Oof. I got 6 left if you're coming with me. Out and in counts as one whole rep. So I have 5 left now. That's 4 left, 3 left, 2 left. I have 1 left after this. I'm gonna rest here. So if you want to be done with me or you want to finish out your 10 reps, go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a wiggle and a roll on our legs. Settling into stillness. Let's do all that on the left. So glue your right foot down, lift your left foot up a foot, 6 inches, whatever you want it to be. Take a breath in as you exhale, take it to the outside, to the left, lift, lowering it, lift it up, back to midline. Lift, lower, lift, lower, lift to the left and lower, lift up and bring it back to the midline. Lift, lower to the left, lift, bring it up towards the midline. Hugging your core in this entire time. Nice straight back if you can get there. Lift and lowering. Working on some nice posture here too. While we do this drill, it's a 2-for-1 quad strength and posture. Let's do 10 more. That's 9 left for me. And again, you can keep your own count. You can just keep counting with me. Doesn't matter. 6 left. Woof. 5. My left quad's feeling it. 4, 3, 2, 1 left. Lifting up, lowering, and I'm back to midline. Go ahead, give your legs a wiggle. Give your legs a roll. And then go ahead, plant your soles of your feet down on the mat. Take your arms out in front of you. Take a big breath in as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Good. Bring your hands down by your sides. Quick time for bridge here. So let's take a breath in. And as you exhale, press into the soles of your feet. Lift your bottom of off the mat, coming into your bridge pose, and hold here. Hands can walk up underneath you for a shoulder opener. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your bottom down towards the mat. Don't let it hit the mat. Just let it hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and hover for 10. You got this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your bottom down towards the mat. Let your knees fall out towards the sides. Come into Supta Baddha here on your back, gluing the soles of your feet together. And rest here for a moment or two. Reconnecting to your breath. Good. And either stay here or press into the pinky toe edges of your feet. Lift your bottom up off of the mat here in your Supta Baddha. And take a breath in as you exhale, lower your bottom towards the mat. And inhale, pulse up for 10. Lifting and lowering here. 9, 8, 7. Doing as much as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold here. So your bottom's lifting away from the mat. Your knees are lifting away from the mat. You're pressing into the pinky toe edges of your feet here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and then begin to pulse again for 10. Your knees are lifted the entire time as you pulse here, and you're just lifting and lowering your bottom up and away from the mat here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Again for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your bottom down towards the mat. Rest here in Supta Baddha. And then feel free to stay here for your final Shavasana, or maybe you take your way into your final Shavasana. Sending your arms and legs out long. And rest here if this is the end of your practice, but this is where I leave you. So rest here in Shavasana for as long as you need to, taking time to slowly return movement back to your body and soak up the goodness of your practice here. Maybe you stop here and you continue on practicing, doing another flow. Maybe you start playing with your handstands or any other inversion you've been working on, because leg strength and glute strength is so important, not only in handstands, but in all inversions, okay? So let's not forget about those in our tripod, our classical, and our pencha. But as always, it was an honor to teach. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Namaste.